And welcome back to the channel, guys. This is season 47, episode 12, and I've called this one a Halt on Progress question mark because we are indeed playing Halt-on FC. See what I did there. Okay, from the last video we recapped that I put out a weakened team. I put out my second team, but it did have a spine of first team players in there. So after the match, judge me whether that was the right decision or not. Okay, talking of the match, let's go straight into it. So indeed, this is league game number 7, and the attendance at Water Stadium is another sellout. We're doing really well on the attendances, especially if I tell you that I sneakily put up the ticket price by 1. So instead of charging 22, we charge 23. Every bit counts. And we're against Halt-on FC, who are 13th in the division at time of reporting. And the game kicks off, and I can actually report that there's action within the first 5 minutes of this game, but it's not what we expect. And Clayton, blood curdling scream, he is stretching off. He's in pain, and yeah, it wasn't a bad tackle. It's just coming together, and he's come off a lot worse. So he is now stretching off down the tunnel. But there are silver linings to this in the fact that Costa is now on. So we are operating with 2 first team strikers up front. So yeah, I'm still expecting goals. I'm expecting even more goals now. And the game continued, and it was one-way traffic. Runnymede Rangers were all over Halt-on FC. And on the 38th minute, Schroner slots, and we are 1-0 up with 7 minutes to go to half time, and that was enough to put us down the tunnel at 1-0 leaders. Okay, just initial reports coming in from the physio. It's not good on Clayton. He's gone to hospital for a scan. He's going to be out for weeks. Is the initial assessment. So that's bad news for Clayton. We wish him the best. Okay, second half kicked off. And I can report again, it's one-way traffic again. We are knocking on the door, but another bad tackle. This time it's a challenge in the box, and Halton's goalkeeper Burlick, he's been stretched off now and replaced by the substitute goalkeeper. So the medical team are busy at Water today. And the game continues, and yeah, it's one-way traffic still, nothing really coming the other way. And on 63, man steps up. He's Mr. Dependable as well. Every time I play him, he's a reserve player, but he scores every time. What a assets have in your back pocket. And indeed, with half an hour to go, one-way traffic, Halton goal is really busy, but the game finishes 2-0. What result for the Runnymede Rangers. It's really tight at the top of that division, so this 2-0 win is exactly what we needed. So let's go straight back into the match report for this game. And what story is it telling us? Well, it's telling us that there was 19 shots for Runnymede Rangers versus 2 for Halt-on FC. Both were on target, but obviously both were saved. 80% possession for Runnymede Rangers, and Schroner did indeed get man of the match. So a good afternoon all round, except for the injuries. But we'll go into that shortly. Okay, just want to look at the league. So just wanted to show you this first of all, is that Aardvark. There was an important game at the top of the league. Aardvark played S47, and Aardvark won that game. So let's see what the actual league table looks like. We've got Aardvark, still showing massive form. Played 7, won 7. Runnymede Rangers 3 points behind. Shinigarnica FC a third, so they're creeping up. They're on a good run of form still. Tarator is just below on 16, and Swartz-Katzen Their loss has put them into 5th, and Empty Heads, yeah, they won today as well. At the bottom of the table, Muckletoon, Bayer Leverkusen, teams we've both played are in the relegation zone. Okay, let's go to the treatment room, just see how Clayton is, and I can report that he's got an injury grade 3, so he'll be out for 30 days, so he won't be back until almost at the end of the season. We've also got a small injury he's got shin splints, Monacan. He's our wonder kid that we've just promoted, and Sergei also picked up in a knock in the match against Halt-on, but he won't be back tomorrow, but he'll be back the day after that. So it's keeping the physios busy, and the injuries are mounting up. Okay, next I wanted to look at the board and just to see if we are still on target or not. So, yeah, Birchie, bless him, the chairman, he gave me a dodgy look at half-time. So I'm still not hitting his good books, and look, my board rating has suffered. I've dropped back down to 23 because we're out of the cup and we lost the match, so that's all that takes. But club points are 4434. Remember, we're trying to get to the Levi Jeans number of 4501. So, you know, we're still, well, we were where we were 3 or 4 days ago, so we're going to have to build it back up, but we'll keep an eye on that. And apart from that, yeah, play ratings, yeah, slowly going up, so yeah, we'll keep tracks on that. Okay, so I mentioned at the start that I sneakily put the attendance up. Well, here's the attendance then. So here's the Halt-on game, 10,000, but instead of 22, everyone's paying 23, which gives us an extra 10,000 per home game, and every bit helps in this game. We were oversubscribed by 699, so that was healthy. So tendencies are looking good this season. Okay, let's go to match day. Let's go to the bigger picture. So match day is here. So we've got a fixture game tomorrow, and we've got a league game the day after that on Thursday, and then the QE2 Cup continues on Friday. But let's go into our preview our league game. So we are against Business Card. They are putting in a medium sort of team, mediocre team. They've got a good midfield player, good defender. Yeah, I'm not that worried. They're going in at 42. Runnymede Rangers are going in at 43, and that's with one player missing. So I will strengthen this team, and I'll do some tinkering and report on it tomorrow. But one thing that you should be aware of is that there's Inter Cup action tomorrow. So yeah, round 1 starts on the 28th of September, and I'm not involved in this because I've got a bye. So what I'm going to do is drop a info vid instead about the Inter Cup, so you know the format it takes, the prize money, all the good stuff, so you're fully informed before the games kick off, which I think is 5 o'clock tomorrow. Cool. So just want to cover one bit of news in the fact that in the last video we had a player contract negotiations with Adewale. He's now signed, so we've got him for another 4 seasons. So that's great news. And of course we'll keep a track on poor little Clayton, and yeah, hopefully, yeah, he mends well. Cool. So that's everything from me. So guys, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe, smash the like, and you know the score. Don't just tune in, join in. It's a goal.org.